Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And wow, what an amazing day we have on Bitcoin. So we started off the day where we had a brand new 2-year high of 18,824. And this is followed by 2 indecision candles. So we actually have 1, 2, where the price action didn't move too far, and we have these long wicks. Yesterday's was a tighter range than the day before, and so breaking above that is sort of a breakout. So we have broken out. Things to watch for. We still have our this is our fast rise line. So we have our slow rise line here, and then we have a fast rise line here, and we've started in on a parabolic line here. This is straight up. So a break below this steeper line will cause our sell-off. So we're getting close, but you can see the golden all-time high line right up here. So there is a fairly decent chance that we will either touch it or break it before we see our correction. It is kind of mind-blowing. But interesting thing about this candle today is that we have no wick at the bottom, a very small one. So any distance we make on the way up, if we come back about halfway, it'll look like a bearish candle. So it'll be interesting to watch and see what this looks like. If it's a full candle or if we have a tall one that retraces back. So if we have if the entire candle closes at open, that would be our gravestone doji. So we're watching this one. We'll know in 5 hours and 20 minutes what the next direction will be. So this is the altcoin total market cap. We're still at about 9.1 million Bitcoin, but 3 days of stability. Some coins have gone down, some have done awesome. So I love to see a day where Bitcoin is in the green really solidly and altcoins are not selling off. They're also increasing as far as the USD value. So this is pretty awesome. I love seeing this. This is good. This is good, good, good. If I go to Bitcoin dominance, you can see that we have a golden cross here. And being so high above the golden cross, we usually come back and at least find the 50. So this actually might mean that we have limited upside on Bitcoin dominance. Should be interesting to see if that plays out. Guys, I may have found another gentleman that has what it takes to trade crypto. There are a lot of good opportunities out there in the markets, but I would say that the best trade of the day is Curve. This coin looks phenomenal. So we originally had this resistance, or this support, flipped resistance. We had this support, flipped resistance. This support, flipped to resistance. This support has not seen resistance. So there's an open gap between this resistance and this line. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this on. Actually, I'll let that one go. I'm going to draw it from this one because this is a very, very defined point in our trading. So I'll take it from here. I need to move it down just a teeny bit if I can. Okay, some of you guys that have seen some of my channel, you're probably seeing what I'm seeing. Look at this. We have this awesome resistance. We have a return down. Let me click off of it. We had a slightly lower low, so this was kind of a question mark when we had this this bottom here. But when we finally moved all the way up, our actual rejection happened at the same point. And this rejection found support on the 50. So this is like a perfect trade setup. So we are watching this line, and this line is 500. So when we close above this line, actually now that I've zoomed in, I can move it down a little bit. It needs to be on the bodies of these candles right here. This is the line. So it was at, oh, it is 500, okay. So anyway, we close above 500 and curve is ready to make its move to fill in this gap here. This is going to be a sweet trade. So there's your heads up, everybody. 71% on the table. We have this support. We break this line. We have blue sky ahead of us all the way up to I guess we're okay. So there's a zero missing since we're on Binance. So 5,000 Satoshis up to 85.90. So there is your trade setup of the day. That is looking awesome, and it should make you guys some money. So we're going to try the rapid fire segment again. So here's Ethereum. Ethereum's been on the news. That's why I wanted to mention it. Everyone's so excited that we've hit some new highs or broken some levels in the USD side. On the BTC side, though, we are rejecting off of this line so far. This line right here was the bottom of our channel that we were hoping to pop out of, and we never did. This channel is really in the wrong spot. It's here. So we did not exit the top of this, and if we get below this, that's not great. We have support on the 100 week, but it's not looking great. There's potentially some downside here, and we're about to have a death cross. So not great news on Ethereum as far as the versus Bitcoin price. There would have to be a pretty sweet move above this high for me to get excited about it at this point. Next coin, Litecoin. Litecoin looks spectacular. This looks so great. Even though we're having a down day, we have closed above the 100-day moving average, and we are playing between the 200-day and the 100 right now. If we can get above that 200, we are off to the races. It is going to be so awesome. Decred is another coin that we had talked about in the past. This coin looks phenomenal. Look at how we're playing between the 50 and the 100. This is awesome. When we do this, we are building higher highs because the 50 is curving upward, and or higher lows. So we got these higher lows coming in, and as we retouch these flatter levels, we're going to break through it. So next step is to break through this 100. Could happen in the next couple of days. We'll be watching very closely. XRP is the next one. So XRP has been on the news, and everyone's been wondering, there's a ton of upside on XRP. Everyone's mostly talking about the USD price of it. In the Bitcoin side, we are showing support. This here is essentially a double bottom, and we just close at the end of today. As long as we close above this candle's bottom, we will have a swing low in the books. So we now have a higher low. This could be an awesome entrance. We did enter the red zone, but that's nothing to be worried about. It just means that all of our trends are in alignment and they're sloping down. If we find good support, we can break out. So this actually would not be a bad entrance for those of you who are trading XRP. Feathercoin is a coin that I've been watching pretty closely just because we broke out of the red zone. I didn't really mention it since it's such a micro cap, but I figured there was some action that I wanted to point out. we broke out of this red zone, and then we have broken through the 100 and the 200, finding resistance on the 50-week moving average. But we are now, today, we are showing support on the 200. This is a recipe for a green zone at some point in the future. So, been watching this. It's definitely micro cap, but it's got a pretty sweet upside potential. Link is an interesting situation because we have 3 candles in a row that are indecision candles. And a couple of things that are not great news for us is that even though we've established a higher low here, we definitely don't have a higher high on the books. And this indecision is kind of accentuating that situation. We're in for a death cross soon if we don't get above this 50 pretty strong and curve that 50 away from the 200. And so this could be a little rough. Our slow rise line is still coming up here on support, so we'll have to see how it interacts with that. RSR is looking amazing. Look how we have done almost exactly what we have done with Curve, where we found support off the 50, and now we're touching our resistance. In fact, if we were to close where we are, we would confirm a close above this point. So this is looking pretty bullish. Because we have come up pretty quickly, I mean, this is about a 30% gain. It's questionable whether you'd want to get in immediately here or whether you'd want to wait for it to find support back off of like the 115 area to 120. But this one should look pretty good with being at a price of 132, doubles up here, so there could be a good 50% pretty likely trade here. And finally, I wanted to mention everyone's the most painful crypto in the charts lately is CRO, crypto.com. This coin had this amazing rise that just wouldn't quit, and it just went on and on and on and on. It would have been the best trade ever if you got it exiting the red zone. But we're back into the red zone, but we've just had so many days in a row of red. It's just amazing. Here was just kind of a small blip, and everything was just, I mean, it's been months of downside. And now we finally have our first strong green bar. So obviously, you do what you want. I wouldn't trade this yet. I like to see support to a higher low, but this could get bouncy. When you have one move for so long, when you start seeing relief, people get excited. And since we've sold off so much, you could easily see a 60, 70, 80% bounce pretty hard. But so that one's definitely something to think about. And that should do it. It is time to give out a t-shirt. Congratulations to Michael Otto. You are the first. And I mean that literally. Congratulations on winning a shirt today. And our second winner is also Michael Angelos. And look at this gentleman on a surfboard, taking care of business. Guys, thanks so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. I love the comments. I love the ideas and thoughts. It's super awesome. But yeah, both of you guys reach out to me on Twitter or on social media, and we'll get you connected there. My links are in the description. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So, these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably 1 or 2 of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.